Hey, it's Steve Kell here again for Kell One Monday Night Conversation. Wanted to talk to you about the Primal Blueprint today. And I'm a Primal Blueprint certified expert. I'm a Primal Blueprint health coach. I went through training to understand these things, and I'm still trying to become even more of an expert. So today I wanted to talk to you about the Primal Blueprint. There are 13 modules to really understand what it's all about. And the first module is that you can reprogram your genes. So before we really talk about anything in the Primal Blueprint, it's important to understand that you personally can take responsibility and directly affect so many parts of your life, the longevity of your life, and the health that you have. So it comes from tiny little switches in our body we call genes, and they're like on and off switch. A lot of times when you think of genes, you think about the color of your eyes, the color of your skin, your hair color. Maybe there are some things like heart disease that run in your family, or some certain type of cancer. So we think about things that we inherit from before in our genealogy. Our ancestors have passed these things on to us. That's what genes are. But also, genes are basically how our body continues to regenerate cells and just give us life. So the thing that's really important is, yes, we can't change our hair color, we can't change our eye color with how we eat. But you may be predisposed to diabetes, and you can change the way you stress your body in order to hopefully avoid overstressing to the point of having diabetes. So I'm not an expert, I'm not giving health advice, I'm just suggesting that people have found out through the lifestyle choices they make and through eating that we potentially can avoid certain predispositions. So I want that to be something hopeful for you. It's really hopeful within the Primal Blueprint to think that we have the chance to impact our health and longevity by altering our lifestyle, following a more hunter-gatherer type model like we would have had in our ancestry way back, where we have the chance to overcome a conventional wisdom that our heritable traits are just that and we're never going to overcome them, that we have a really amazing opportunity to flourish. And we do that by making choices on a spectrum, and we're trying to go for the best. So pretty much the entire book is about that. And in a really easy way of thinking about that is Usain Bolt is extremely fast. He may have some genes that make him as fast as he is, but if he made the wrong choices on the spectrum of good and bad his entire life, he could be a couch potato right now. But it's our lifestyle patterns and the things that we choose to spend our time in that will directly affect our life. And we oftentimes are stressing our bodies to the point where we're really only responding to the poisons that we put through our body or the really unhealthy material. Our body is providing short-term survival day after day. But when we stop that traumatic experience of short-term survival alone, we can start building blocks for the future. So they talk about the way our DNA is transcribed and some science involving the way our ribosomes make specific amino acids. So it's very scientific at the end, but what it really comes down to is that our stressful lifestyle can adversely affect our health. And a high carbohydrate eating pattern is something that can bother us. Excessive exercise or insufficient sleep. These things are pretty simple building blocks. If we can do something special and valuable in the case of how we eat, how we sleep, the way we live our lives, we can really change the body that we live with, the longevity that we have, and what kind of health we really will have as life goes on. So, I hope that that's exciting to you. Maybe a little bit technical, but the first point in the 13 modules of the Primal Blueprint is that we can take ownership of our health and we can reprogram our genes based on the way we live our lives, the way we eat, the way we move, the way we sleep, and some of the things that we do daily are really tearing our bodies down. Or, at the nicest way of saying it, they're not moving our bodies forward. I want you to think about that. Hopefully, next week we'll talk about module number 2, and that is just referring to our ancestry again, that the ancestors that we have long past can show us signs of the best way to live. So thanks a lot. Steve Kell for Kell One. I hope we can be of service. Thanks a lot.